Hi friends, it's Danielle with Northlawn Flower Farm. Today we have a really exciting garden tour. We're over here at my parents' house to take a look at my dad's absolutely charming garden railroad. It's kind of a cottage garden meets garden railroad. So many beautiful bulbs, shrubs, perennials, and annuals are in bloom now. And there's all these little hidden areas where it looks like little fairies could live. So let's start back here where my mom has some beautiful sweet peas growing up this lovely leaf trellis. And can you see the birds there in the bird bath in the distance? They have tons of bird activity in this garden. I just love being here so much. It's so magical. Magical and charming is the way that I would describe my parents' garden. So let's take a look at all the flowers. They have so many beautiful flowers in their garden. Right here, they have a few oh so easy Italian ice roses. It's this beautiful peach rose that bleeds into a vibrant yellow center. These roses are looking so healthy despite the Japanese beetles that we have here in Pennsylvania. I'll have to ask my mom how she's choosing to control them, probably just with a bucket of soapy water. And she has some more beautiful roses here. Here she has vibrant red knockout roses. And she has these amazing rose lilies in pots. This is Roselily Samantha. Roselily Samantha looks like stargazer lily, but it's a double, but it has that same great coloring and freckling. And I love how she's doing lilies in pots to combat the groundhogs and the bunnies that like to eat her lilies. That's the main difference in our yards, is that they have a lot of bunnies, groundhogs, and squirrels here. I believe they also have chipmunks. So we'll travel all around the garden, but let's stop and enjoy this beautiful moment that they've created. So they have this wonderful bird feeder, and because of all the issues they were having with the squirrels eating the seed and then jumping down onto their plants, they've stuck a light in there for now. But they have this amazing OT lily called Scheherazade. Scheherazade is so beautiful, a beautiful yellow lily with cranberry streaks, some nice freckling, a really tall lily, and it faces downward. So coming down from Scheherazade, I love all the color and texture that they're using together. They do such a good job combining different textures and colors. I just love how they create these little worlds within the garden. It's almost like they have fairy gardens all throughout their garden as little stops along the train track. So they have an ice plant here. The silver is, I think, silver lining Artemesia from Proven Winners. Then I just love this contrast here with this red and yellow coleus. Down from that, my dad is using thyme as a ground cover, and I love that. I want to do that also. I want to copy him there. He has his dog Levi right by this beautiful carriage house. Some super bells, it looks like to me. My mom said that this forget-me-not reseeded itself, and tucked back behind that forget-me-not are stargazer lilies. But isn't this cool how they created almost a step down in their garden just by having this little fence here with another pathway? I just think that's brilliant. So this area was flat prior to them working on it earlier this year, and they've created a tiered effect just by using that short fence. And I love also how they're giving you two pathways to walk down. You can walk down the large path, or you can walk down this small path, which takes you to the bird bath. And isn't this a beautiful moment also? So my mom has some marigolds in the front. She has some zinnias and some snapdragons. For winter interest, they have a male and female winterberry right here. So let's step onto the path now. And isn't it wonderful to hear the train going right next to you as you walk down this path? So she has some climbing nasturtiums going up this trellis, and she planted those from seed. She also has purple hyacinth bean vine and a Thymbergia growing up that trellis. And it looks like she's about to have some Peter Pear's gladiolus in bloom. I love the repetition of the forget-me-not there. And then to anchor the corner here, they have a beautiful pink crepe myrtle. And you can imagine as the years go on, the limelight hydrangeas in the back are going to get much larger, form a beautiful screen. This crepe myrtle will get really big and anchor this corner, and it will just get bigger and better every year. Wow, isn't this view absolutely beautiful? Down here in the front, we have some sage that my mom propagated herself. She took cuttings, put the cuttings into pots, and then stuck them into the garden once they were rooted in. This is almost a little cutting garden that she has here in this area, and I think she's done such an amazing job. She was really a great teacher to me growing up and allowed me to have my own garden where I could really experiment and learn. So she's growing Carmine Gomphrena, and I believe she's been cutting and drying that. She makes all kinds of cool things from dried flowers. Check out this salvia, I really want to show it to you. This salvia is more pink than it is purple. It's from Jung Seed and it's called Rose Marble. And back behind that she has another salvia. That one is called May Night, I believe. The one that's more of that true purple that we're probably all a little bit more familiar with. She also has some beautiful zinnias in bloom over here. And I've been noticing that the butterflies have really been loving those. My dad has surrounded this entire garden with gray bricks, and I think that looks really beautiful. And this garden would be absolutely wonderful even without the train, but the train really elevates it. And for me, having a train in the garden is just another reason to encourage people to sit down and stay in the garden and also to engage with it. This garden would feel so different without this beautiful train running through. I think it just elevates the space and it makes it so original. It's so creative. It's really like a piece of art. So here my dad has another stop along the train track, and I believe he's using a birdhouse here. I like how he has that, I think it's Vinca planted in front of the house, and he has coleus on either side. Those coleus are almost acting as trees. Isn't that fun? They both have done such a great job on this garden. It looks so, so beautiful. Oh so easy Italian ice rose right here. Back behind that, the large shrub is some kind of arrowwood viburnum. Not sure on the exact cultivar. Tuff hydrangea. And then we also have a mini Mauvette hydrangea. I think we have two mini Mauvette hydrangeas. But what's really the star of the show right now are these amazing rose lilies. Roselily Samantha in pots on either side of this beautiful arbor that they installed themselves. I'm not sure where they got this arbor. I'll try and ask them. But this was, I think, the first thing they put in the garden was the arbor. And she's doing these lilies yet again in pots. But I just love how she's framed the arbors with these magnificent rose lilies. You're able to really walk through the train right here on these steps that my dad has put throughout the garden. And let's take another close look at Roselily Samantha. Isn't she beautiful? So I think I incorrectly told you that my parents have Roselily Tatiana. They have Roselily Samantha. I have Roselily Tatiana. Maybe Tatiana is a little bit of a deeper pink, but there's not a huge difference to my eye between the two of those rose lilies. They've got these really fun lights hanging from above. They have clematis on one side, honeysuckle on the other. And then in this corner, my dad has another house, so cute, with these really beautiful orange impatiens, the alyssum, the coleus. And so he can either run his big train or he can run this bee, which is really zippy. Well, friends, I hope you enjoyed this tour of my parents' garden railroad. Isn't it just absolutely charming? I hope my dad will let me come over here someday and just sit and enjoy the train. It's just nice to wake up, turn the train on, grab a cup of tea or coffee, and enjoy having a moment of peace in the garden before you head off to work for the day. So friends, I want to wish you a wonderful day out there in your gardens, and until next time, happy gardening. Bye!